So obviously 2025 is the easiest time to get hired. And well, in case you're still somehow struggling to find a job in 2025, allow me to illuminate your path to six-figure bliss. Because honestly, job market right now is a dream. Never been smoother, never been simpler, never been more objectively soul-crushing. But hey, that's just a part of the grind set, right? So if you're refreshing LinkedIn like it's a slot machine, furiously reformatting your resume for like the 8th time this week, or wondering why nobody replied to your cover letter, which quoted Brene Brown and included a pie chart of your growth mindset, then this list is for you. Let's dive into these totally legit, absolutely foolproof reasons why landing a job this year is a breeze. Entry-level jobs require 7 years of experience, because nothing says just getting started like needing the same resume as a retired VP of product. Want to apply to that junior marketing role? Hope you've been running an ad agency on the side since middle school. But don't worry, the 3-month unpaid internship you did in 2019, yes, the one where you spent 80% of your time converting PDFs, definitely counts. Just fluff it up. Say you collaborated cross-functionally in high-stakes client delivery environments. Triple space that bad boy and add a buzzword, boom, senior level material right there. It's not gatekeeping if it's aspirational, right? Number 2, cover letters are now emotional memoirs. Forget everything you learned about professional tone in 2025. Cover letters aren't cover letters. They're personal essays with a plot arc. Hiring managers want authenticity, vulnerability, trauma, ideally. Start with your origin story. Maybe a tender moment from the 3rd grade where you learned the true meaning of work ethic after losing a class election. Then weave into your career pivot during Mercury retrograde and how it taught you to embrace uncertainty. And definitely close strong, perhaps a stanza about how the role aligns with your healing journey and solar plexus chakra. Bonus points if it rhymes. Bonus if you reference your therapist by name. Remember, this isn't about getting a job, it's about being seen. And if you think this is extra, that's initiative. Number 3, there are only 400,000 other applicants. That's right. Welcome to LinkedIn Squid Game Edition. Someone's resume gets shot every 5 seconds. It's you versus a small nation's worth of equally desperate, equally overqualified, and equally passionate about strategic alignment contenders. But fear not. Your carefully curated Canva resume, with its soft beige gradient and tasteful use of the right fonts, will absolutely rise above the noise, especially when it lands in the inbox of the AI recruiter trained to delete anything without a bulleted list of 47 action verbs. And hey, your LinkedIn banner photo with Misty Mountains definitely communicates leadership, energy. It manifests it. Besides, competition builds character, and mild heart palpitations, mostly character though. Comment the weirdest requirement you've seen. Winners get an NFT of my rejection emails. Number 4, job board treasure hunt. Looking for work in 2025? It's basically an open world RPG. There's LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, Handshake, TikTok resumes, Slack job channels, secret discords, and OneNotion doc that only opens during a full moon. It's like Pokemon Go, but for unpaid labor. You wander the digital landscape, eyes glazed, chasing elusive listings like remote content wizard, DOE, must be fluent in JavaScript and vibes. You finally find a role that sounds legit and prove that it was posted 3 weeks ago and they've moved on, well, with other candidates. Cool. And let's not forget the broken links, expired posts, and listings that require you to make a login from a site that looks like it's coded from the Bush administration. And I'm talking the first one. Job searching isn't efficient. It's not inefficient either. It's gamified. And adventure awaits, hero. Bring along the snacks. Number 5, AI recruitment makes everything efficient. You applied at 10:42 a.m. and by 10:42:01, you were rejected. That's progress, baby. Thank you, artificial intelligence. Your entire career trajectory now hinges on whether your resume included the words synergy. Exactly 4.7 times. Don't use the right font or don't use the wrong font. And, oh, you're auto discarded. Upload as a PDF instead of a doc? Well, terminated with prejudice. These bots don't care. They led you a revenue positive campaign or reinvented your team's onboarding flow. They care if you remember to include the phrase cross-functional collaboration in bold and forget connection with real humans. AI tools now ghost you faster than HR interns. Efficiency, baby. On the bright side, your rejection came with a cheery auto response. Thank you for your interest. You were not selected. We wish you well in all future endeavors. Translation: we didn't even see your name. But hey, fewer emotions in the hiring means fewer emotions in rejection, right? Cold, clean, corporate, just like the dream. Number 6, interview rounds. We love a good trilogy. Or is it a whole saga? Remember when interviewers were like 1 or 2 conversations? Cute. Now, well, welcome to the extended director's cut of the hiring process. You'll begin with a 45-minute phone screen to confirm that you can, in fact, form sentences. Then, in round 2, the deep dive, where you explain your greatest weaknesses and pretend it's something inspirational. I just care too much about quarterly reporting. Next up, the unpaid project. Design a full 90-day go-to-market strategy for free, of course. If you're lucky, they'll maybe use it, and they're definitely going to use it. Then comes the group panel, the cultural fit interrogation, the surprise pop quiz, a Zoom call where they observe your aura without speaking, and of course, the final vibe check with the CEO's dog walker. Total time elapsed, 6 weeks. Outcome: we went with someone else whose values better align with our artisanal Slack emoji culture. Perfect, makes sense. But look, if your energy isn't resonating, do you even belong there? Number 7, ghosting is self-care. Back in the day, if a company didn't get back to you, it was considered rude. In 2025, it's healing. When a recruiter vanishes after 5 rounds and 2 polite follow-ups, it's not unprofessional. It's an act of emotional preservation for them. They're protecting their peace, guarding their inbox, creating their energy. And hey, since silence is a form of communication, right? You just have to read between the lines. No, the vibes. No rejection email, that's a soft no. No response after a thank you note, that's a spiritual boundary. Left on scene after 3 follow-ups, that's a lesson in detachment. In fact, every ghosting is a reminder to stop seeking external validation and start focusing on your personal brand. So next time you get completely ignored, just remember, it's not ghosting, it's corporate mindfulness. Number 8, job descriptions are written by poets. Who needs clarity when you can have vibes? Gone are the days of straightforward requirements. Today's job descriptions read like a slam poetry at a WeWork open mic. They want a rock star, a ninja, a wizard, sometimes all 3, but with 5 years of experience in a tool that launched 6 months ago. Must thrive in chaos, comfortable wearing multiple hats, willing to leap headfirst into ambiguity while balancing KPIs on a tightrope made of optimism. Translation: they needed 5 people. They're hiring 1. And if it's you, well, and it's you if you're cheerful, all juggling, marketing analytics, team morale, sales support, content strategy, and maybe cleaning the office fish bowl on Fridays. Or it's entry level, but you'll need a master's, fluency in Python, and the ability to conduct performance reviews in both English and emotional intelligence silence. Truly inspiring stuff. Should be nominated for a Pulitzer in corporate delusion. Number 9, salary transparency, baby. Smash your head against your keyboard if you've ever seen competitive pay with no number. Yes, the illustrative competitive compensation, also known as you'll find out what we're paying you after you've emotionally attached yourself to the job, moved across country, and bought a mug for the new desk that says Rise and Grind. Despite all performance and performative LinkedIn posts about transparency and equity, most listings still treat salary like a classified nuclear intel. You scroll through a paragraph of buzzwords, core values, fun facts, and about the company dog, but not a single digit insight. If you ask directly, you get something like, well, we're more focused on cultural fit than rigid numbers. Translation: We're hoping you undervalue yourself. And just when you think you've cracked the code by checking Glassdoor, boom, one review says 80K, another says 42K, plus equity and good vibes. So go ahead, commit your time, talent, and rent money to a number that may or may not cover groceries. So it's not withholding, it's mystique. Number 10, networking is easy when you love rejection. Just send 200 cold emails, then follow up with 80 of them with charmingly awkward LinkedIn DMs that open with, "Hey, hope this isn't weird." Attend 3 virtual networking events where everyone talks over each other on mute, and cap it off by waving at a stranger during a glitchy Zoom breakout. That's not desperation, it's initiative. You'll definitely get a "let's circle back" within 6 to 8 months, just in time to forget, oh, who were you? And why you contacted them in the first place. And if you're lucky, someone will finally reply with, "Happy to chat. Can you remind me of what you're looking for again?" You already sent a detailed 3-paragraph message twice, but that's neither here nor there. That's the beauty of networking in 2025. It's not about building relationships, it's about building character. Specifically, the kind of character who can handle being ignored with grace, resilience, and a killer follow-up email that goes, "opened and never replied to." So yeah, if you still don't have a job in 2025, maybe it's not the market. Maybe you're just not leaning hard enough into manifestation energy. Maybe you forgot to follow up with a thank you haiku and a PDF of your personal mission statement. Maybe, just maybe, you haven't earned your LinkedIn tagline, "Future CEO, current hustler, always grinding." If any of those hit you in your feelings, good news, you're still employable. I'm curious, what do you think? Tell me which reason the job market is so easy right now hit home the most. I'll pin the spiciest. Good luck out there, brave applicants, and may your inbox be full, your bounce rate low, and your energy fully aligned with the algorithm. See you in the trenches. Until next time.